to you by Kinney Drive. Your eyewitness weather forecast.
A little bit ago, Shelby mentioned how much would this be if it were snow. Now, stay with me here for a minute. So think typically an average snow to liquid ratio is 10 inches of snow melted down equals 1 inch of water. So if you look at some of the rain totals that we've had, this would have easily been a 1 to 2 foot snowstorm. Not going to happen, though, unfortunately. We'd have a little winter weather out there that's coming in tonight. We also want to talk about still the localized nature of these river flood warnings and aerial flood advisories. So we talked about those suspect areas that still have some high water. That's the Oneida Creek right there at Oneida. Also down the Mohawk Valley, Mohawk River at Little Falls, those areas still some high water. But the good news is the flash flood warnings have been allowed to expire. So let's talk about where we go from here. And as we look downtown now, we just have a few leftover rain showers because temperatures are still in the low 40s out there. Winds will pick up out of the west and eventually southwest tonight. And as we start to import some colder air, any leftover rain showers will switch to snow showers and some lake effect snow too. So the flood threat overall continues to lower as we go through the evening hours. There are still some localized areas, though, that have to deal with some high water. We mentioned any leftover rain showers changing to wet snow as the air grows colder later tonight. But all in all, this is only going to be a minor slushy accumulation before the snow tapers through the day on Tuesday. Numbers now are in the low 40s out there, so it's still plenty warm enough for just rain, upper 30s in Hartwick and Springfield Center, Cooperstown at 41. Up north, temperatures here are in the mid and upper 30s. But did some damage today for sure, this rain. Seago County, we had bridges impacted in the Pittsfield area. Also in Edmiston, roads flooded and closed because of a flash flood, and even up here locally in Whitesboro, we mentioned that even a swiftwater rescue of 12 people from the Sequoia Creek, thankfully no injuries reported. River Street in Oriskany was closed earlier because of all the flooding. The good news is the back edge of the steadiest of the rain is now shifting away, and what we're watching off to the west are just these scattered leftover rain showers. But here, a look at some of the totals. I mean, we had just under 2 inches downtown Utica. Rome had 2.5. Up to Otter Lake, over 3 inches of rain. New Hartford, 2.3, and then down to the south here. Numbers in terms of the rain, 1 inch or 2 across much of Otsego County. So there goes the storm system moving away. Now what we're watching is the colder air come in, so this will change over to a period of wet snow as we go through the overnight. You can see that filling in behind me. Lake effect snow will be around through the first half of the day and then tapering to just flurries by the afternoon. It'll be windy and cold all day. Temperatures will only be near 30. And in terms of accumulation, minor, okay? Most of you will get away with just like coating to maybe 1 inch or 2. Eyewitness weather forecast tonight. Turning colder as rain changes to wet snow late. Low temperature down to around 29, and then they go nowhere tomorrow. Temperatures only right around 30. As lake effect snow will be around in the morning. Could be a little slick for the morning commute. And then after that, it is ho-hum weather. Tomorrow, late tonight tomorrow, is our best chance at getting any snow between now and Christmas. And as we head towards Christmas, it's mild. Temperatures well into the 40s.
All right, thanks, Craig. All right, still to come on Eyewitness News at 6. Jamie DeLine.
News is now your eyewitness weather forecast.
Well, thankfully, things are calming down after all the heavy rain from earlier. We'll take a look at some of those rainfall totals. Now what we're watching tonight is the colder air coming in. So if there are any leftover rain showers out there, and there will be a few more as we head through the overnight, it'll probably make that switch over to some wet snow as we look downtown right now along the arterial. It's mainly dry here now with a temperature of 39 degrees and a west and southwesterly wind at 6 miles an hour. That wind will start to pick up a little bit as we go through the overnight. So the flood threat is diminishing as the heavy rain is now tapered off. but we still have a few leftover rain showers. Those will make the switch over to some wet snow showers as we deepen the colder air overnight. But when we talk about accumulation, minor. Most of you will probably only have like an inch or two by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. Man, was it a wet day today. Check out these rainfall totals across the area. Utica, downtown, a little under 2 inches, 1.81 respectively. New Hartford had over 2 inches. An inch and a third in Clinton, over 3 inches up in Otter Lake. Verona, 2.44, an inch and 3/4 in Oneida, and down here the central Leatherstocking region, rainfall totals over 2 inches, with reports of some flash flooding in the Edmiston area, the Pittsfield area as well. Even had a swift water rescue along the Sequoit Creek earlier today. The good news is the widespread flooding is over with. However, we still have these localized areas, mainly along creeks and streams, that are still at bankful. That right there would be the Oneida Creek at Oneida. So those smaller creeks and streams still at bankful. What's going to happen is those are going to start to drain into the main tributaries, i.e. the Mohawk River. So that will remain high into the day tomorrow. Look at the colder air, man, that's coming in. So the old storm system now up into Atlantic Canada and moving away. And now we're dragging in the colder air. You can see the lake effect snow kicking up. So there will be a few lake effect snow showers developing as we go through the overnight. See that filling in behind me. Now, like I said, this is going to be minor key. So by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, it's like an inch or two. And we expect lake effect snow showers to taper as we go through the course of the day. Through the first half of Tuesday, it's probably only like an inch or so. Bottom line is this is not going to be a lot. And then we should start to clear the sky out even more going into Wednesday. So we should have more sunshine by the time we get into Wednesday. Forecast for you tomorrow. It is a wintry cold day. Gusty northwesterly winds. We're only in the low 30s, but you throw that northwesterly wind in there, it's going to feel more like 20-ish. So yeah, a little kind of slap in the face after what we've been dealing with. Lake effect snow showers around through the first half of the day with temperatures into the low 30s and up north, I think, upper 20s and low 30s. Eyewitness weather forecast tonight. So it turns colder as any leftover rain showers change over to some wet snow showers. Again, most areas will probably have an inch or two. Then through the day tomorrow, lake effect snow showers taper to just some spotty flurries into the afternoon. It's blustery and cold all day long. Gnarly cold. I'm like stuck in the 80s or something. Right, Brendan? Snowy early. Maybe a little slick in the morning. He has no idea. Yeah, and then look at this stretch of weather. I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, it's chilly, but as we go towards Christmas and winter starts on Thursday, winter's chill, but milder again by Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. For the jolly old elf, I think we're in the 40s. So for those of you who wanted that white Christmas, sorry.
Aww.
Not going to be the case this year.
That's
Unless
right.
something drastically changes between now and then, the weather pattern's pretty ho-hum.
All right, thanks, Craig. Still to come on Eyewitness News, sports director Brennan Miller brings us the latest. How'd it go tonight, Brennan?
Well, it was a big... Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
All right, welcome back. So, it was a wet day for sure, but the good news tonight is that the flooding risk continues to recede. Now, the larger stem rivers, i.e. the Mohawk, still going to be running high and might actually come up a little bit tomorrow. That's usually how flooding works. You know, the smaller tributaries fill up to bank full, and then they drain into the Mohawk, so you kind of get that lag time there, right, with the bigger river being the Mohawk. But the smaller creeks and streams are subsiding tonight. That's a look downtown where it is still in the 40s, and here's what to expect. We're going to see that number drop, by the way. So the flood threat continues to diminish. Heavy rain's over with. And any leftover rain showers that are out there will change to a period of wet snow as the temperatures start to drop as we go through the overnight. That being said, it is a minor slushy accumulation through the first half of the day tomorrow. Then I think lake effect snow will taper to just some flurries into the afternoon, but it is gnarly cold tomorrow compared to this weekend and what we were dealing with today. It's only going to be like 30 tomorrow. Oh, by the way, it's going to be windy too. So that means wind chills will feel like 20-ish tomorrow. So yeah, winter coming back with a vengeance tomorrow. Check out some of these rainfall totals. These are from earlier today, obviously, and man, did it add up in many areas. Just under 2 inches officially downtown. New Hartford at 2.3, West Mo at 2.7, Deans Creek by me at Bankful, Verona 2.44, an inch and 3/4 in Oneida. There is still some minor flooding in and around Oneida right now. Little Falls checking in with a little over 2 inches. And down to the south, we had flooding reports into Otsego County as well. Lawrence, 2.07. Hartwick, a little over 2 inches. Almost 2 inches in Springfield and Richfield Springs. Brookfield checking in with 3 3/4 inch rainfall amount. So it was a lot of rain. And like I said, we still have these localized river flood warnings. So nothing, in terms of like the flash flood watch or warning, all of that's done. But those smaller streams still running at Bankful. Watching the colder air come in. So you can see what's happening to the west. Colder air filling in, so that will get some snow showers going. And it will be of the lake effect variety. Now, this will be around through the first half of the day. Then we'll see it subside into the afternoon. And there might even be some breaks of sunshine. But like I said, it's cold tomorrow with temperatures barely at 30 degrees. And we should get into some more sunshine by the time we get to Wednesday. So about 32, 34 with lake effect snow showers and flurries around through the first half of the day tomorrow. Only like an inch or two at the most. Low 30s in Cooperstown to Milford, Oneonta. 30 in Brookfield, 32 in Sherburne, with lake effect snow showers and flurries up across the Adirondacks. Cold day here, temperatures in the 20s, that's it. So tonight we'll see numbers drop into the upper 20s with rain showers changing to wet snow showers late, and then through the day tomorrow, blustery and cold all day long. Lake effect snow showers and flurries around. Tapering into the afternoon with more bright sunshine Wednesday, and the weather really calms down. Winter arrives Thursday, and it's just ho-hum, just to chill right into the weekend, and then we start to turn milder just in time for jolly old St. Nick.
Just in time. All right, sounds good. Thanks, Greg.
You got it.
Still to come, the cutoff to apply for a cannabis license was today.